Simulation Station. Welcome to the Stationclation, also known as SDSC. I'm one of your hosts, Blam Clam, and I'm excited now to introduce you to the second leg of the three-legged tripod that makes up the Triceratops with three legs. It's Steve. 4 legs of the quarantine. Hofstetter.
Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm coming to you from a corner. I figured I would change things up this time.
Are you Bill?
I am Bill. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. That is a weird... Ben, don't... That's...
Okay, I'll take it off. Is it better?
Oh, the hat is real. Okay. Anyway, if you want to support the show, plew do so. Top
that
right
is a hoodie, Steve. He's wearing a hoodie, not a hat.
Sorry. The hoodie is real. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you could super chat on the YouTube. Hold on, I'll put my hat on. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris
Wow.
Bowers.
Hey, how are we? I'm finally recovered from Super Bowl Sunday. Took a day and a half, but I think I'm ready to go. I am here, and I'm excited. Queen Rachel's here. Queen, how are you doing?
Wayne.
I've got a hat on top of my hoodie, guys.
Bowers watching the Super Bowl is akin to me smoking pot. It takes a day and a half to recover.
For me, the Super Bowl is like my Super Bowl, so that's what it's like.
I love that you're I love that you're recovered. I don't even think Mahomes is still ready for it.
Yeah.
In Mahomes' defense, they lost their left tackle the week before. I mean,
I thought he actually played a pretty good game. It was him versus an entire team is the problem.
Yeah, nobody else would catch. I mean, that one where he laid on the ground and threw it underhand to the end zone and hit the receiver in the face that he didn't. I mean, it was amazing. But anyway, you're right, Ben. Matt Mahomes sucks. You're
Ben's like, hey, I just read it for the articles. What is that? What do you,
the hat on top of the hat? He's got hats on hats on hats.
Hoodie on hoodie.
Yeah. All right.
Why would it not be called a hoodie? It's a hood. You can either call it a hood or a hoodie.
It's not what? That's not a hood. You're not wearing a hood. You're wearing a hat.
How do you define a hood?
It's attached to the shirt. It's a thing attached to a shirt.
Or to a penis.
Or a car.
This early.
A hood has to be attached to the shirt. Okay,
yeah,
so
be attached.
Okay, so now it's a hood.
Yes, you totally nailed it. Bowers, do we have an overnight game?
We do. I just better remind you ever see that video where the turtle's fucking? He just goes at the end. That's what Ben's face just looked like to me.
I have seen that video too many times.
Of course you have.
It's my favorite video.
Good video. No.
I'm Sorry, I got to the overnight game too late, guys. My bad. The overnight game was sex toy a song. So make a song a sex toy, or combine sex toys and songs somehow. Jeremy Day had Living on the Edging.
Nice.
Cool. Beryl had the theme from Shaft, which I thought was simple but elegant. And Ed and Savage had my favorite, which was You've Got a Friend in Me, which, you know. Perfect dildo song. What's today's game, Steve?
Nicely done. Today's game, as the impeachment 2 Electric Boogaloo is rolling along, we are going to be punishing a song. So take the title of a song and make it into some sort of punishment somehow. So, for instance, instead of Lowrider, you could do Gallow Rider, or Everybody Dunce Now, or Love and Detention. Anyway, the point is, take some sort of punishment, put it in the title of a song, and when you do that, you can comment on any of our streams, our Twitch, our Twitter, our Facebook, or our YouTube. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show and have a much better chance of being read on air, make sure to throw yours in with a tip. At least $5 of a Super Chat, a Venmo, or a PayPal. And as always, our front row gets up to 3 answers for free.
Absolutely. And now that Steve summarized that so beautifully, I would like to ask kindly, if I may, our video front row to turn on their cameras and join the festivities.
And before you get to that, Ben, we do have 5 new patrons on our Patreon. Where our goal is to get to 100 by tomorrow, and right now we are at 93. So we're almost there. But Kenneth Hippie joined at the Isolation Nation level. Kirk H is at the Gamer Guru. Roz Popst is at the Isolation Nation Pinned, and Mary Letter and Molly Aranda are at the Isolation Nation level. So thanks, guys, for joining the Patreon and being patrons. We have one day to get 7 more. We're going to do a special VIP hang for all the patrons if we get to 100 by tomorrow's show.
Yes,
a
bonus hang for every single patron, not just the hang tier patrons. It's going to be a ton of fun. And that business out of the way, we already have your cameras on. Let's say hello to our good audience members, such as Frank Berman kindly blocking the shiny spot. Brad Clark, the framing stays the same and the background slightly change. We've got Jennifer Story in the house. Is that coffee beans? It smells delicious. We've got Timothy Brown coming to us mustachioed as ever. It's impeachment day. Again.
God.
We've got Frank No Taro in the house, everybody, wearing his glasses. Never seen you with glasses before, Frank.
What?
He's worn glasses before.
I always wear glasses.
He had him on the last
He
episode.
wears glasses?
Yeah.
I've never seen you with those glasses before, Frank.
Oh, these are new. These
It's
are
actually
new.
the first time Frank's ever been in the front row, so it's kind of congratulations. Happy to see you finally.
Frank puts on his glasses to improve his street smarts.
There you go.
We've got Patrick as Pecos Bill in Revenge of the Twister. We got Thomas Ropp and Doppelbops with us. We got Sean Ehrlich coming to us. We got Technics, Ticky Tack, Ticky 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 Time Bomb. We've got Cass in the house coming to us from a Starbucks. We've got Balls. We've got Shannon Burke. Still no Cox. I don't know if I agree with that. Kind of a cock style backdrop going on there. We've got, who else we got? I tried to go to gallery mode and I see Steve. So is that oh, because he's a cock, I get it. We've got Shelly in the house. Hello, Shelly. Hello. We've got Jason Ballish, which thank God his shirt today says Black Lives Matter in the background because it was cropped a little differently last episode. And it just said Lives Matter, and that could have gone a lot of ways. We got Ray Benjamin in the house. Ahoy, matey. We've got Lee.
I can't tell how much of that is a filter. I think the
I can't
patch and the
either.
hat are real and the palm tree's fake, but it could all be lies. I don't know what's going on with that. The beard's definitely real. Oh no, are we in shirts?
We have. God, I lost my place completely because I.
Look what Bill did.
Where's Bill?
He's under fine, have the corner.
Have my Grinch wig.
Are these things being spotlit so the audience knows what's being discussed? Why would the audience need to follow along? Good point, Taylor. We've got fine, have the corner. I'll spotlight him, and there we go.
That's you again.
Oh, well,
That's Sean Ehrlich. That's Tam. There he is.
There he is.
I
that's
did that, by the way. Just a heads up. Nicely done, Bill. Very nicely done.
Thank you.
I've got LJ Mutz joining us. We've got Abby. Hello, Abby. We've got Owner with some kind of flat versions of all of us behind
Are
her.
those
I don't know
cardboard cutouts with clothes on? Is that what those are?
No.
I think we're owned. Oh no.
Wow,
That's hilarious and slightly frightening.
that is incredible.
Fantastic. Rachel, your facial
And
expression is perfectly appropriate.
As is Steve's.
I spent all afternoon, all morning on these.
Those look amazing. I'm impressed.
Well, you know, I've got Rachel wearing a flamingo shirt because who doesn't like flamingos?
yeah,
And Steve is wearing a superhero shirt.
because he's a
No
super-
explanation necessary.
Sure.
Bowers, it's just something my son left when he moved out. I don't know. It says something. on
Ours
it.
is something your son left when he moved out? Or the
Yeah.
shirt?
And he
And-
goes
and-
so sad.
Then you can't see what it says.
What's Ben
Be
said?
back soon meeting your girlfriend for lunch.
Absolutely.
That is phenomenal background. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I don't know what happened to Crystal Balls, but oh my God. Holy Lord.
Right.
Oh my God. We've got Anna Hoodie in the house. Hello, Anna. Great hoodie. Great hoodie. Although it's better when they're not attached. We've got Adler in the house. Dadler's back. We got Greg Murphy joining us again. Good to see you, Greg. We've got August Gus Walsh.
Hey.
Hey. Two Dodger hats back to back. I love that. We got Tam Brown. We already said Tam Brown, and Tam Brown's missing. We we got Leslie. Hello, Leslie.
Leslie from the YouTube chat.
Oh,
Hello,
hey.
Leslie. You
Welcome,
are upgraded,
upgraded Leslie.
upgrade today. And that, my friends, is the video front row.
All right. We also have 2 great comics as we do every day, and we're on a roll right now. It's favorites all week. Right now, we've got Tyler Gooch is here. Tyler, how you doing, buddy?
Woo!
Doing great. Thanks for having me. The comedian everybody hates to love is back. Go.
And we have Katrina Davis back. Katrina, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm great. I've never been so happy that my hair is too big for hats.
I thought that was a hat for a second, so I'm glad to know that's
People often get confused.
This is the first time for me that Ben seems like he's getting hotter during the show, but I think it's just because he keeps adding hats.
That is not true, Bowers. Just wait till I put a female filter on and you get confused again.
Good point. No, that's a
Again.
solid point. I don't know if I could handle you with all these hats and that filter at the same time. It'd be too hot, Ben. It'd be too hot.
I also just want to point out, Ben has not gotten out of frame or stood up once, and yet he keeps finding.
By the way, he didn't plan this. He'd had this idea the first time he put the hat on, and he's like, "How many hats do I have within arm's length?" And it's 26. So there
I
you
got
go.
a lot of I got a lot of hats within arm's length. You know what I mean? I'm a hat arm's length kind of guy. Rachel clearly is as well.
You're also wearing a coat. Is your house very cold?
No, it was, and then the heat is now kicked in. It's now 78 degrees, and I'm
Wow.
And Rachel has 1 hat, 3 sets of leggings, a scarf, and a garage door opener. Those are
I
not.
ran out of hats, guys.
That is not a garage door opener. That is a hat in the style of a garage door opener. Barry.
Yeah.
Fashion forward.
I'm just grabbing things within my arm's reach.
Gotcha.
no problem. I now have the end of a drape rod.
Yeah, Ben grabbing things within arm's reach in his house is like playing supermarket sweep in a thrift store. Like anything.
Total value $40.
God knows what's in that room.
All right. I have a fun thing. So tomorrow I'm gonna miss tomorrow's show unless I can come to the show from the set because the movie starts tomorrow. I can finally announce the name of the movie. I've hinted it before. It is like Psycho Yoga Instructor. It is Psycho Blank with a job title.
Hand.
Don't look it up,
Hand?
but I want to see if you guys can guess. So
I'm guessing
throughout
hand. Hand's
the
what I'm
show,
calling.
what?
Psycho hand job. Is that what it's called?
It's, no, not that kind of job, like a profession. I mean, I know that's a profession also. Sex work is work. But the point is, the title
Not if you
of the
do it
movie is
right.
Psycho Blank with a job title.
Psycho meditation guy.
Yes, Psycho Meditation Guy. Ben nailed it on the first guess. The game's over, guys. We can't. No fun. So if you guys want to guess, don't look it up. That would be cheating. Do not look it up. But yeah, it's officially announced now, so you can.
What about is it Psycho Yoga Instructor Inspector, where you're a cop chasing down the Psycho Yoga instructor to arrest him,
I'm the inspector
but
of.
you're also psycho?
No, it's just Psycho Yoga Inspector, and I come in and make sure people are doing yoga correctly.
But you do it in a really insane way.
Yeah.
You make sure people are doing yoga insanely. You're there.
No, what I do is I just teach yoga wearing what Ben is wearing.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would single me out. There's several people on camera right now that look weird.
It's like all
You're the
videos-
OG, that's why. You're the original Glebe.
Thank you.
All right, Rachel, anything coming in?
Yes, would do. Frankie Berman said, Rachel, thank you for reading all of my game entries on Saturday. You can say Tom Brady did a great job without Belly Chick.
Wait, is that how you said his name, Rachel?
Probably.
Yeah, that's actually,
I pronounce a lot of sports people.
Sports people. There's a lot of sports
worked-
ball happening.
Well, you guys already got it. It's Psycho Sports Person. Damn it.
Well, if it has anything to do with your recent like haircut and facial change, I'm gonna go with like Psycho 20s barbershop man.
I am playing a cop in the movie. I'm not the
Oh,
title
see,
character.
they did make you look like a fucking cop. I don't know how, but they did it.
By the
You
way,
look undercover as fuck right now.
I would also see a movie called Psycho Belly Chick. I think I'd watch that. It would be about exactly, but I think I'd be into it, whatever it is.
Are you a Psycho Quarantine host?
I mean, yes, but that's not in the movie. That's just.
That's cool. How have you been, Katrina?
I'm pretty good. I'm hanging out. When you said psycho yoga instructor, I felt like there's just a lot of psycho yoga instructor. Like that could be a lot of different things. That could be like the yoga instructors I've had that like loudly encourage people to fart. Like that could be any kind of real life yoga instructor that I've had.
Oh, that wasn't yoga, Katrina. You were not at yoga. That was
No, that's like 100% a part of yoga.
that was
100% a part of yoga is like you're gonna fart and everyone's supposed to be okay with it. Like that. Did you guys not know that? Because that's a part of it.
This is
I
helpful.
know
I
that
now have
there-
another
that
reason to
makes-
tell my girlfriend I don't want to go to yoga.
Never
That
done
makes,
a
that
yoga.
makes me want to do yoga. You can just fart.
A yoga class is the opposite of real life. Like if people fart, you're rude if you giggle. Like it's like you go back to grade school and you get yelled at for people farting like it's not hilarious. I
It
did not
was
know
very-
there was this.
I've only been to like a structured yoga class one time, and yeah, it was just a bunch of hot women farting. It was really weird.
No, that's not. Come on.
You didn't know it, but they were. I feel that's how.
Oh
I
no, they
think-
were. I'm
I've
saying
been
they were
to
loudly.
yoga classes.
Oh,
and
okay, good. Yes, see, perfect. Good for them.
I've
And it
been to
was
plenty
so
of yoga
difficult not
classes.
to laugh. I wanted to laugh the whole time.
See, exactly. That's what I think of. Like guys online will be like, yoga, like that's so hot. I wish I could watch. I'm like, do you? I don't know.
Yoga
I've been to
chicks
plenty
farting
of
is my
yoga
is my you porn. That's my category I searched though. Is yoga chicks farting. So that's not.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm into. I move.
I've been to lots of yoga classes. There's none of that, and it's very nice, and people take it seriously, and it's a great modality for your health.
No, in my experience, if you hear a woman fart, that means she loves you.
Or just that she's like that comfortable, like you.
That's what I
like,
mean,
were
love,
Yeah,
Katrina, love.
yeah.
Like
I
you-
guess that's fair. It's
That's
like
the
I'm
last-
having such a nice time. Dang, like that's how it happens.
And when she farts in front of me and doesn't even apologize, I'm like, we're in love. This is it. I think I'm going to marry this woman. That's how it works. And we
Because
go
when
to
you know
Zayas.
you've given up and you don't care anymore to try.
No, I was gonna say I still apologize. Like, oh, sorry. Like I feel like I apologize if I was in here by myself. Like I would apologize
not-
to my cat.
Now, Katrina, it's not true love till you high five. That's how you know you're.
Okay, fair enough.
You know it's
Fair
true
enough.
love when you compliment the tenor of it. That's when it's true love.
What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people?
By the way,
That's like-
Ben, this is how you build intimacy. Learn from me.
No, I'm with Ben
Oh my-
on this one.
Thank
And
you,
it's not just
Rachel.
'cause we
Please,
look alike today. Yeah, no
Yeah.
way.
that's
I
disgusting.
feel
Try
like
to
there's
keep
a
little
happy
something-
medium. I feel like
keep
there's a happy
something quiet.
medium where you can like lovingly tell someone to like go somewhere else in a store and you're like, I know what you're doing.
See, my favorite thing ever is to fart in public where only Chrissy can hear me. So like we're in a store and it just
Oh
goes,
my God.
and she gets the joke. It's so funny to me. It's my
No,
favorite.
my
thing.
ex-boyfriend used to like frame me for his farts in public where he would wait until it was just us and one other person and then leave so they thought it was me. And he was like
That's-
6'4".
That's
So there was
great.
shit coming out of him that was like, no, I'm not ill. It was he's gone. Never mind. Like it was so upsetting.
I
I've
don't
got
like
a
your
toddler.
characterization of 6'4" men. Katrina.
Well, I feel like just naturally, like he was freaking crushing it in the fart department compared to me. Like, get out of here.
Well, you know what? Thank you. High five.
Yes.
What is wrong with you people? Why can't you find a different way to entertain yourselves? I don't
Fart
understand.
was right
Are you not entertained?
Tyler, what were you saying?
I've got a toddler, and the nice thing about having a toddler is anytime I fart in public, I can just be like, "Oh, buddy, do you need to go poop?"
My sister-in-law has a story where she had to destroy some dressing room bathroom and it stunk, and she blamed it on my little nephew as they were walking out. She's like, "You did a good job, buddy," because there was a long ass line waiting to get in there.
Oh my god.
I think we
That's
just learned how
slick.
Batman villains are made.
Is that a cut scene from the Joker? Is him just destroying a bathroom and then blaming it on a child?
No, his mom blamed it on him. That's why he's so angry. He was
Ah, gotcha.
his
I
whole life,
do-
he just looks at the people in the mall that were looking at him pointing, and he's like, "That wasn't me, that was her. God damn it!" And then he kills people. I get it.
Rachel, did you say it was a bathroom or a dressing room?
You did say dressing room, which was
Is
interesting.
that
Hey,
changes
That's a
things.
whole different story.
As someone that has worked in the mall, that's not far off.
People
And
are not well adjusted. You need help.
People will mad destroy a dressing room as if it's a bathroom and
I
just
did it.
leave.
I did assume, Rachel, one of your garage door openers fell
I
off.
saw that.
I did assume that she meant a bathroom inside of a dressing room. Like I was hoping
That's just
I
an
think
apartment,
that's-
Steve.
Right.
I live in a dressing room with a bathroom in it. That's what you're
Yeah,
describing.
Katrina has someone over and just goes, "Hey, 5 items or less." All right.
You get a little
Wow.
colored number. It's a whole situation.
Where
You
the
just leave
hell?
the pile. I'll hang them up. It's fine. Thank you so much.
Where the hell is there a dressing room with a bathroom in it? It doesn't even exist, does it?
Well, I think I was thinking like behind, like if you're behind stage of a theater, there's like a dressing room and a bathroom in there. I was thinking that. I
I
wouldn't
think
it's
any
in a-
any dressing
in a
room has a
Kohl's.
bathroom if you've got the stomach for it. If you believe in yourself.
Yeah, pick a corner.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I-
Don't do that. That's what people do. Please don't do that.
I did pee in backstage without that did not have any toilet or urinal once. I was all right. Correct reaction, Katrina. Everybody else was like, "Okay, go ahead."
I was like, nope, I need more.
Well, I forgot.
options.
Wait, no, Steve, I forgot you don't drink for a second. What the fuck? Why'd this happen?
I was doing a college show and I was backstage, and the way it was set up was the only entrance to where I was through the stage, and my opener was already on stage, and I had to pee real bad. I was like coming off a cold, and so I was like drinking a lot of orange juice and water and stuff that day, and so I had to pee like crazy, and I was like, I can't walk across stage to do this, and I was like, I can hold it till he's done, and I'm like, wait, but then I'm on. So I looked and I saw it was like a science classroom. That's why it had like the proscenium seating, and so there was a sink back there, and so I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it, I'm peeing in the sink. I just hope that like no one pops their head back here or whatever. I hope that there's no like security cameras in case someone
Get your
steals a
dick
beaker.
out of the eye wash station. Just like some
And so-
superintendent.
By the way, the eye wash feels lovely. And so I peed in the sink, and I was like, okay. And my opener had about 5 minutes left to go. And about 4 minutes later, I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Did I not go all the way? And I had just been drinking so much water that I had to pee again. And I was like, fuck it, in for a penny, in for a pound. And so I peed in the sink twice. And then I went on stage, and I was fine.
Were you scared of the garbage disposal? Because I'd be scared of the garbage.
I definitely like, and the rest of the story was, I couldn't, I didn't want to make a lot of noise back there, and so I like left a note.
How much
for
noise
him.
do you normally make when you pee?
I didn't want to turn the sink on and wash everything down.
Steve is a raucous peer. Everybody knows
Yeah, I'm a
that.
very loud peer.
I'm just
No,
imagining.
no.
Oh,
How low was the sink?
oh, goddamn! Good job, penis. You're totally getting all the pee out of us right now. This is amazing.
That's exactly it, Bowers. And so
Holy
so I didn't want to
Best
turn the
pee
sink
ever.
on.
This sink is so awesome. Shake, shake. I'm just assuming you talk the whole time. I don't know how.
Do guys say shake out loud? Is that a part of it?
Well, apparently not Tony Romo. I don't know if anybody
I
saw that.
also want to know why Bowers has his most fully flushed out character ever of Steve's penis peeing in a sink.
Oh, fully flushed out character. I get it.
Oh, it's fleshed out for sure.
Yeah.
That's-
Browns had a suggestion, Steve. Is your movie Psycho Peeing Comedian?
No, but I'm pitching that shortly. That's why I told that story.
That is
Like a bladder
that's
top.
a weird one. I had a girlfriend that wanted me to pee in the sink once, or encouraged me to, but that was in a private home. It wasn't in like a establishment, you know.
What?
Encouraged you to.
Not for no reason. She was
Oh.
peeing, and then somebody
yeah.
was somebody was in the shower too, and then she was just like, "Just pee in the sink." And I'm like, it was like a fancy house. I'm
Were
like,
you in a hostel? What's happening?
it was like a fancy house. She was like way more successful than me. I was a young kid trying to make my way in the world, and she's like, "Pee in the sink." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am," and I peed in the sink.
Wait,
By the
are you
way-
telling me
We having a
that's the
three-way?
end
What
of
do you
an
mean someone else was in the shower?
That's the end of an orgy, is what
yeah,
you just
that's
explained.
what I'm saying.
You
Someone
are a
else
young
was in
man.
the shower. So
You're a
she
young
immediately
man,
peed
an
in the
older
sink.
woman. What is happening? You're just gonna let that whiz by? I did not mean to do that.
No
but
pun
really?
intended.
No pun taken. Don't worry.
By the way, Anna in the chat just said pee pressure. I would also call it peer pressure.
I hate that because it also works written. I'm so mad.
Oh god.
And
All
Tam
right,
just said this feels like a story that Ben will regret telling us later. Yep.
Oh yeah, he
Nope.
should have immediately. I
As
feel like
Lee-
that's something he regressed and just remembered live.
But, what he's not
As-
telling us is the person in the shower was Sally Field, and the person making him pee into the sink was Barbara Streisand. So this is actually a really good story for him.
All right,
Rachel
let's do a
was gonna
set.
say something, I think.
Let me
I was
just
just gonna
say, she
interrupt
brought
with
new
generals.
meaning to misty watercolored memory. What was that, Rachel? I'm sorry.
Technics said our resident Blue Corner Bill has influenced Steve. Rebecca Scott says, "Beat it."
That's probably a game entry.
You, I mean,
Punishment
Oh,
song.
And his punishment. Not thinking of Steve peeing in the sink and telling him to beat it. That's a whole level.
That's what I say out loud as I'm peeing in the sink. Yeah, it's a game entry.
Beat it,
Boingo
Pete.
Boingo, long last name, said, "When my girlfriend farts, I say you're welcome because it means I provided her sustenance."
Oh my god!
She only farts when she eats this dick.
Wow.
Literally, I've been trying hard to become more comfortable with this subject matter. I've made a couple extra jokes around the household the last couple of days. You guys have just ruined me. I'm back to square one now.
Square two.
Oh,
Oh my god, Bella!
Dana sent in $15 and said, "Hey all, I'm a shade under the weather today. Please share this $5 to the house and then $5 for each of comics. They're called freaking hats. This is not rocket scientist. My rocket scientist father told me."
Thank you, Dana. I agree.
We also had Jack Dostal send each comic $5 pre-tip so that you can explain to them, "Here's $5. Shut up." I'm not going to explain it to them.
No.
And then we're caught up.
All right, let's get to a comic coming up next. Returning champion, as both these guys are. Tyler Gooch is here. Tyler Gooch. Woo!
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm having kind of a difficult time right now. Like I'm gonna fight with my friend. Tell me if you think this is fair. My friend is mad at me because he says that his wife yelled out my name during sex, and he's mad at me about how's that my fault, right? If anything, that's his fault for listening in. That's a joke. I'm not. It makes me sound like I'm a lot better at sex than I am. I don't like last for a really long time, but I make it feel like it's taking forever. I don't know if that's the same or anything. Been reading I've been reading some medical studies that have been depressing me lately. I read. Did you know that almost all scarecrow children grow up with some form of Stockholm syndrome?
Jesus.
Stop. Okay. All right. Crowd turned on me almost immediately. Flipped very quick from laughter to disgruntled sounds. That's fine. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people are dealing with like loneliness during this extended quarantine and everything. And I talked to some people and they're like, "Hey, you should get a chocolate lab would be perfect for you to get, and that'll help like with your loneliness. They're safe. It's 100% surefire way to work." And I got a chocolate lab, and it's not that safe. Like 4 kids have died so far since I bought this chocolate lab. One of them drowned in a chocolate river. One of them turned into a blueberry. a fun little thing. So I picked up some work at this company the other day, and during the interview, they said they have a zero tolerance for drugs. And I was like, yeah, that's how everybody starts. You have to do the drugs to build up a tolerance. This is kind of weird. A couple days ago on a Sunday, I saw a mail truck driving down my street on a Sunday, which I thought was weird. And you could tell it was a mail truck because it had truck nuts on the back. So, mail truck. Okay. Not all these are going to be great. Some are going to be better than others, and that's how you know that the comedy's working. Tell you guys a little bit about my favorite superhero of all time. My favorite superhero is Batman. I love Batman. I like Batman because, he has a live-in butler named Alfred who's been with him since before he was Batman, right? Which means there was a day he put on the bat suit for the first time and walked out of the dressing room, and Alfred saw his boss dressed head to toe in spandex and had to just act like that was fine. Okay, that's what okay, you're going to do that? You're going to wear that now? Okay. You're not going to leave the house? You are going to leave the house? Okay. Just try not to draw any attention to yourself. That's the car you're going to drive? Okay, that's going to draw some attention for sure. Please tell me this is as weird as this all gets, though. Is that a boy back there? A boy in a t-shirt and yoga pants? Bruce, I can tell by like your bat ears and cape, you're a Batman. Okay. And the boy in the red t-shirt, yellow underwear, and green yoga pants, he's a Fiesta Bandicoot? Is that the Robin? Bruce, have you ever seen a Robin? Robins are brown. Right. Looks like he's been robbing a Goodwill. Quick appreciation for how good my acting was there. That was a really good act out by me. I got a couple just charts that we can go through real quick. Bringing these back. Yeah, a fan favorite, if ever there was one. All right, this is types of coasters ranked by. This is the least fun or drink coasters. Nobody has a good time with drink coasters; they're always hassling you. Most fun roller coasters. So that's just. I don't know. This is a chart. I made a little plot graph of my friends and how open they are about their sexuality versus how honest they are. And I find usually the more open you are about your sexuality, the more honest you are as a person. Except for this guy up here. This guy's an outlier. Like he's out sexually.
Oh wow.
So this is a coordinated plane that I've got here, and then this is an uncoordinated plane. A mess. See. Let's see, right here we've got a line graph of bars that I've been to, right, and then here's a bar graph on how long the lines were at those. We're just having a little bit of fun there with. All right, and this one, this is the last one I've got here. This is a chart. This is the number of internet terms, of 90s internet terms that the leader of the country has in their name. And I've got countries along the bottom, like USA, Canada, Germany, not really any 90s internet terms in there, but Israel. That guy's got Net and Yahoo in his name. Two of them. So I like to just I always leave people with like some inspiration. This is a piece of inspiration I'm going to use. I've been asked to give a speech at my old high school later this year at graduation, a commencement address, and I'm going to use this. Tell me if this is kind of like if this sends people off on the right message. Tell everybody, shoot for the moon, right? Because even if you miss, if we're all shooting for the moon, eventually we're going to kill that freaking moon. I don't know if anybody else is sick and tired of Okay, well, that's all I got. Thank you very much.
Tyler Gooch, everybody. Tyler Gooch. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, super chat on YouTube and all that. Tyler, can I see that coasters graph again?
Yeah. I've got them at all my shows. You usually have to go back and ask for follow-up questions.
So it's drink coasters on the left and roller coasters as the most fun. Right. Is the band the coasters somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, we'll update the chart and I'll do it again next time I'm on.
All right, perfect. I feel like they're more fun than drink coasters, but not as good as roller coasters. Anyway, yeah. Throw in your tips.
I'll run the numbers on it.
Jokes. Steve likes to give notes on
They're called
I'll be
tags.
happy to put it in my spreadsheets and see what comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
So,
these?
so you don't last long at sex, but you make it seem like a long time. So you're like the open micer of sex. I like
That's
that.
right.
It's like, how has this not been 6 minutes yet? Jesus Christ.
That gives me, Bowers, that gives me a really good idea for a joke about how your first time at comedy is a lot like your first time having sex.
Oh my God, you should do that. That would be so
That's
funny.
a good, I think that's a good idea for, I'm going to work on that bit. Has anybody done that?
For people that aren't comics, that's every comic's first joke is how this is a lot like losing his virginity, except there's more people there. Less people there, depending on who the comic is.
Right, if you're Ben, you've got older women telling you what to do.
To pee.
Some guy in the corner being like, "Get off already."
Oh my God.
I just love that when Steve decides to pee in a toilet backstage be in a sink backstage at a show, he had to go back to make sure his bladder was fully empty. I think that was necessary.
He had to pee again. He had a bunch of orange juice. Didn't you hear that part of the story?
I heard.
He was drinking a ton of orange juice. You know how when you're drinking a bunch, Ben, orange juice, and then you have to pee a lot of orange juice out, sometimes, the cops pull you over because you had too much orange juice and you're driving all erratically because you have to pee
Look,
so bad.
I get it, Bowers. I'm lame, but liquids are liquids. I had to pee.
To be fair to Steve here, he was drinking a lot of orange juice and he was afraid his pee was going to be really loud because he had to pass a lot of pulp. And that makes a sound when it slaps against the sink.
It's like a machine gun.
Yeah.
Now Tyler,
It's like a ticker tape parade over there.
It's a dicker date parade, but I get what you're saying.
Rachel, save us.
And you were frozen for about 30 seconds like this.
That was so upsetting just thinking about. But then I got back on board for Dicker Tape Parade because that sounds kind of fun.
Rachel, save us, please.
Oh no, you sit in it. Sit in it. All right. We
Oh,
had.
no, I don't want to drink more.
That's what Steve said to the little guy living in that sink.
Twice.
We had Frank Berman sent in $5 and said, "Tyler, I love those linear regressions."
I like a person that can use math terminology, and then I like to nod along like I understood what it meant. So that's kind of the relationship I have with my fans.
There's one thing I've always described Tyler's set as. It is regressive.
Nobody can start strong and peter out quickly like I can. That's what I've always said.
If you want someone to peter out quickly, just give him a sink and Steve will be right there.
Tyler is probably my favorite comic to laugh at and also want to punch a little.
Yeah.
That makes sense to anybody?
I can't tell you how many times I saw Katrina laugh and then shake her head immediately after.
Yes, because I laugh and then I'm mad at both Tyler and my own brain. That's what you're watching.
I do like a reverse Gallagher show where everybody in the crowd is smashing stuff at their seat because they're upset.
That is interesting. Gallagher kind of did reverse the classic throwing tomatoes at the comedian. He's like, I'm gonna turn that around.
And then I flipped it back on
Flipped it right back
on them. Yeah.
Really well done.
I'm mad that Gallagher 2 didn't spell it T-O-O. That's the only thing that pisses me off about the whole Gallagher thing. But
That's the only thing.
That's it.
pretty much, I loved all the rest of the experience. It was great.
Yeah, it was a missed
Brothers
opportunity.
getting paid for it, being an asshole. That part I was all on board with. I just didn't like that they didn't use the right pun.
By the way, this is Jennifer Story's impression of somebody sitting in the front row at the end of a Gallagher show.
Oh, they're always smashed. All those pieces would be smashed.
Well, you don't know the back half. You don't know if the backside's all torn up. You know what I mean?
Yep. Rachel.
That's
Okay.
true, Jen.
Jason B. tipped each comic $5. He said you each are two of his favorites, my two favorites. So there.
Awesome.
So it makes a big difference between two of my favorites and my two favorites.
That's
I
what it
realized
says.
as I said it.
Yeah, that is true. Imagine if the show was called Two of My Dads. Very different show.
We had Tam Brown, $5. I love that you don't leave a lot of jokes uncharted.
Nice.
Let me write that down. I'm going to turn that into
Technics, 5 Canadian. Gooch, you got the greatest graphs. Ever since you gave us visual aids, I've been a huge fan. Wow, though, the outlier was the best. Great set,
Oh,
SDSB.
thank you. That started out with quite an alliteration, and then just abandoned it in the middle of the comment, which I also respect that.
Jonna Twist sent you $2 and said a very good distribution of math and comedy.
Oh, thanks. Can I use that quote from my website?
Yeah, they're just writing your bio. I like this.
Then Razor, $5. Tyler, you were totally channeling Bob Newhart as Alfred talking to Batman.
He'd be a great Alfred.
Who, me or Bob Newhart?
Neither.
Oh.
See, we also had Savannah Martin tipped you $4.79 and said A+.
All right.
That's big. She hates puns, so if you get A+ on puns, that's how you know you made it. I'm
I
proud
for
of
the
you.
outlier bit for sure.
I respect going down to the penny too, and like knowing the exact worth of that set.
Yeah, she gave you a retail tip. I like that.
No.
Let's see. Patrick sent in $25 and said, Tyler, $5. This is an outlier tip. 20. This tip is not.
I'm gonna have to. Some of these comments, I'm gonna have to like write down and draw out so that I can understand them all the way. I think we're gonna have to open Excel in just a second.
All I can think about after you said retail tip, Katrina, is a wholesale tip, and I'm thinking if there's a wholesale and then it gets a tip, that's exactly how prostitution works.
You should keep that bit. That's a good bit.
Works down all the way through. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I'm
By the
proud.
way, Tyler said you should keep that bit, as in I don't want that bit.
I was hoping he would say no, I don't want it, so I can have
I
it.
should write that down. And that's a keeper for him.
Now, see, that's part of my charm. Is I say, "Oh, you should keep that," and they say, "No, I could never do that." And I say, "Okay, well then, somebody should do it. I guess I'll take it."
It's like Tyler, the polite green room doll.
Right.
He just like pull a string, and he's like, "Oh, that's a really good premise."
Let's see. Bill Thompson said, Gooch, you can find a lot of the Canadian Prime Minister on the internet. Don't believe me? Just look, it's Trudeau. Rachel, you pronounce Trudeau like you pronounce Trudeau.
Those were stage directions. The joke was that it's Trudeau because his name is Trudeau.
I understand.
Oh, I thought that was a game. I thought that was a game entry. I thought that was a game entry. That was a tip for Tyler.
It was a tip for Tyler.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much
Okay,
for.
Gooch.
Thank you very much for paying attention, everybody. That's how I know people are. Sometimes I don't get laughter, but I do get people paying attention, and that's all. That's really all I'm going for.
Yeah, you get a lot of great points. That's what when I watch you do comedy. People are like, "Great point." They yell at you a lot.
Leslie has some good hat game here.
Say, where's she at?
Got it.
Where is she?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Lego hat. Nice.
Oh.
Very cool.
Can you pick it up though without it falling off? Wow, by the brim.
Oh, take it easy.
I was hoping she had one of those little things on top of her head that held it on there, but she didn't. That was sad.
That's sick.
I love it. Let's see. Finish up. We had a general. Technics said, Powers, what'd you eat? Smells like bow wow, see pow chow.
Had a lot of chow pow.
And then last one, Katrina got a preset tip from CJ Brooks, $5, and said, for Katrina, for new skate laces. I love my fellow Florida girl.
Oh, thank you, CJ. Hi. Yeah, no, my cat ate my roller skate laces. It's fine.
By the way, confession to being stupid right now. Every time we've said a preset tip, I thought you meant like in a set amount, like it was a preset amount, and it's like no, before the set.
Before the set.
I didn't.
For 203 episodes.
Why did you admit that?
I never thought about it before, and I was like, oh, preset tip. Oh fuck. Just hit me.
Also, he admitted to
The time a comic does is called a set, Steve. So that's what they're doing is that. Or
I knew
I do
that.
shows, Bowers.
Oh.
true. That's true. You haven't done a set in a long time. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Are we caught up, Rachel?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, then, you know what? Let's get a post-set tip after this actual set that we got preset tips for. It's Katrina Davis, everybody.
Hi everyone. I've had such a great time so far. I had a few experiences this past week. I realized that the pandemic has hit everyone so hard that they don't even try to upsell you at the car dealership anymore. Like they just know everyone's poor. They don't even try. I went to the car dealership to get something minor on my car fixed, and he didn't even want to bring it in at first. Like he was like, hold on a second, and went to his little like corner and came back with some pliers and was trying to like hand fix the thing on my car. And I was like, yeah, I tried that last night and I couldn't get it to open. He was like, it's a 2-man job. He was like, you lift that part while I do this. And I was like, okay. And he's like sliding a credit card up and down this part of my car, trying to get this latch to open. And it was like, no, they could have been doing this the whole time. They could have just been like hanging out, trying to help you, like dadding it out with you at the like. If you miss your dad or are in a pickle, just go to the Honda in the Valley, because I've never felt more connected. Like it was so great. But he seriously was like, no, this is so expensive. Like you don't need to get this done. And then like, you know how they like give you like, normally they would call me while my car was there and tell me all the other stuff I need to get done on my car to try to get me to do it. They slid it to me, folded up like it was an offer. Like they were like, here's some stuff you could do later. Totally up to you. Like it was so respectful. This is like the level of service that I want to remain after the pandemic. I also, I think it's because I haven't been doing it as much, but I'm really learning to lean into the fact that I'm bad at driving. I'm not good at it. I've been trying this whole time. I'm not just like cockily being bad at driving. Like I'm putting in effort. I'm just not good at it. And I think that I'm becoming more comfortable with it because I need to do it to get around. I don't want to drive. Like, it's not like I'm applying for Formula One. Like, then you could be mad at me for being bad at driving. I just need to go to the store. So, like, if I could power a car by winning an argument with the one minority from my high school that think Antifa storms the Capitol, I would do that. That doesn't work that way. So I have to drive. Like, I'm just... I also have accepted how bad I am with directions. Like I have no sense of direction. I get confused all the time. I just like, I think that part of my brain is missing. And I get really frustrated because people talk to you as if everyone knows. Like I'll ask my friend which way a store is from, like, if we're like going to like meet somewhere, and they'll be like, oh, it's there, and then you go north. Okay, first off, Magellan, what are you even doing? I don't know what direction we're starting. It's the middle of the day. I don't know where the start. Why are you telling me as if I know what that means? Like, these are the kind of directions that help me, is like next to, across from, where that Kmart used to be. Like those are the kind of that help me. And I feel like people just don't really understand that. Like, I really do think that it's a part of my brain that's missing, just because, and I think that like the people that have this will understand this if you've ever gotten frustrated by someone who has no sense of direction. Because I was sitting in the car with my friend and I was like, okay, like right now, where's the ocean? And he goes, that way. And I was like, how the fuck do you know that? You can't see the water. Does that make sense? I don't understand how you know. That's magic. Okay. What else did I have on here? I went to my first Zoom funeral, or I've been calling it a Zoomeral. But but that's just because my mom got really mad when I called it a Wi-Fi die-by. Oh, also, I have nowhere to put this, but if no one has ever been in an open casket with a t-shirt on that says "I'm with stupid" facing out, I call dibs. How has no one done that? 100% doing that. I'll leave you with this. I don't know if this is something that has ever happened to anybody else, and I think that it's like it happened to me before, but it's happening way worse now, where I get like fuck flashes. Does that happen to anybody else where you just like randomly think of sex without warning? Like I'm so horny in quarantine that it's just attacking my brain at odd intervals without my consent. Like I'll just be in Target. Like this is the best, and this is like very niche, and I have to figure out a better analogy. But like, do you guys remember how Piper would get premonitions in Charmed? Like she would just touch something and it would like zoom her into. That's what happens to me. I'm just like in the clearance rack minding my business, and then like have a flash of someone bending me over, and then I'm wet in Target for no reason. Like that's what's happening to me. That feels good. Love you guys.
Davis, everybody. Katrina Davis. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, super chat on the YouTube. By the way, Katrina, that last joke, great description of being a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Have we felt that feeling only every 6 minutes since I was 12, Katrina?
No, that's the second time I've done that joke, and both times my guy friend that was on the show with me was like, "Oh yeah, that's everything all the time," and I was like, "Oh okay, I get it." Like,
yeah, we fight that constantly, but also,
plus, I mean, especially the clearance rack.
Yeah, Ben's always like, "Nice rack." By the way, the directions
His love
joke,
language is discounted retail.
the clearance joke, the directions joke, that was so relatable. I think that giving directions is a skill that people either have or they don't have.
Oh, yeah.
And there are people who like, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. Like pre-GPS, I was on the road and I called a hotel I was staying at and I asked for directions from the airport, and they just go, "Yeah, you know where the old courthouse was?" And I was like, "No, I'm in an airport going to a hotel. I don't know where the fuck things
here.
used to be."
Yeah.
Your family members regularly call you at work asking for directions? Like, I'm new. What?
Yeah.
People will also often go ahead.
In that guy's defense, Steve, you do know regionally all the trivia. So I'm
My first time in Jacksonville. It was
doesn't
early.
matter. I think I just would have thought you would have somehow known where the old courthouse in Jacksonville was. Like that would not surprise me.
People will also all the time tell you like historical facts aren't even germane to the instructions. Like they'll first tell you the way you don't need to go. They'll be like, "Well, you can take Old Mill Road to the 13, but there's the construction, you'll lose an hour."
Yeah, so don't do that. And you're like, why did I even need to know that? Now that road's in my head too. And when I get there, I'll be like, was it that one?
Oh,
Yeah.
what about the count? What about the counting directions? They're like, "Okay, go 11 stoplights," and be like, "I'm not gonna. What?
Oh my
I'm not gonna
God,
keep
what?
track of 11 stoplights."
Like I have a football gameplay marker and I'm like tallying the inside of my windshield so I know when I got there. Because also I do feel bad when people like, have you ever been walking, and especially like in LA, I feel like tourists sometimes, if you're in like the really touristy part, will like ask you where to go somewhere. You ever tell someone directions and you're just like, "Good luck." Like I feel so bad trying to tell people that like definitely want to trust me, and I'm just like, Godspeed. I don't know.
I've
Like,
stopped very often. Like if I ever play a college, it's difficult because the directions kind of stop at the gates of the campus. Then you have to find the building. So you're asking people directions all the time. And every time, like, someone will stop and be like, and the second they do that, I'm just like, "It's okay if you don't know. Just say you don't know. It's fine. It'll save us both some time."
I
It's
feel like those
fine.
people also know that I'm still gonna get lost, because as those people are talking to me, I have to position my body where they're telling me to go. So like they'll you go left, and I'm like, okay, so if I'm going here, I'm gonna go this way. I have to like video game dot my body like I'm in a mall. wall and
Yes.
put myself there. Like, oh my God.
Yes, and also people like we have no ability to remember what we just had for lunch or what someone's name was that we just asked for, but people will give you directions that are like so many detailed steps. No, they don't think you're remembering it. We know we're not remembering it. They're like, okay, you go up and down where the road shifts. Then there's the overpass. You go under the overpass. You take a couple lefts. After the third left, then you're turning right by a Taco Bell. In what planet?
I remember directions with the same level of pressure as I did my 7th grade locker combination. Like as they're telling me, I'm just like whispering it to myself with a Rain Man level mentality. Like this is what I have to do until I get like, cause yes, it's like, oh, I'm totally gonna screw all of this up.
And none of us think just write it down.
Well, but there are also people, like, have you ever dealt with the people who desperately want to give you directions when you're holding your fucking phone? Like, I've done that after gigs where
that's the worst now. Yeah, where it's like, just give me the address. I don't need to know any of the rest of this shit, man.
Absolutely. Like where, you know, like they'll recommend a restaurant. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. And they're like, all right, now what you want to do? You want to get on 4 and then you want to go through. And I'm like, no, I want to put it in my fucking phone. I want to put it in my supercomputer that I have in my hand.
I will say this as a lady. If you were driving a dude around that you were dating or otherwise, they very often refuse to tell you where you're going and let you put it in your phone because they want to tell you where to go. And then they fucking forget that they're telling you directions and you're just talking in a car. And then they're like, where are you going? You're like, I don't fucking know. You were telling me. And they're like, oh yeah, that happens to me all like, let me put it in. I don't know what.
You're getting kidnapped. You're getting kidnapped at that
Is
moment.
that what's happening?
Yeah, he's
that's
not.
Also, that's
not
such a
listening.
lazy
He's just
way.
driving around in a circle. It's either an intervention or a kidnapping. Be careful.
That's such
Take
a
a left
lazy
at the
way to
4th tree,
kidnap
go into the
someone.
woods.
It is. That's pretty lazy.
That is infuriating to make me kidnap myself and be like, we passed that gas station 4 exits ago. Wait a minute. And my foot's on the gas? This is bullshit.
I do also.
I don't know how to even read maps. I can't even follow maps well because it's not the perspective that you see. Maps should be drawn like deeper and in 3D because that would be helpful, a map, if I was flying above the road and I could...
Okay, we're going to show you directions as if you were a magical dragon watching your car drive.
Yeah.
Is that helpful for you?
I agree with the idea, and it's not just guys, Katrina. The idea of someone who knows where the thing is, and they're like, oh, it's simple, I'll just tell you. And I'm like, yeah, but how about I don't have to get over 3 lanes of traffic at once, and I'm prepared for the next turn? How about I know?
Like, oh yeah, it's that right there. Okay, well, I personally like to stay in the lane that I'm going to turn into for several miles, and that is my prerogative.
Last time I was in Florida before the pandemic, I got to see my grandma. We drove to a restaurant, and I swear to God, we didn't go on a road. It was all parking lots and alleys. I called it my grandma positioning system because she was GPSing me all over Venice, Florida. She's like, go through this fucking pizza place. Okay, do you go down? It's like, these aren't even roads. I wish I was drunk.
No, Bowers, that is what roads look like in Florida.
We're just driving through behind garages for miles. Shut up, Steve.
Drive across this lawn right here. Don't worry, I know them. It'll be fine.
My favorite joke in college, when everybody would ask me directions for anything on campus, the one thing on Ball State's campus was the stadium was way out in the middle of nowhere. Like it was just miles from anywhere. And so I'd go, you know where the stadium is? And they go, yeah. I go, it's nowhere near that. Forget the stadium. You need that information. What you want to do is go down to...
I will say, Katrina, you said that you were talking to somebody and you said which way is the ocean, and you were impressed that they could point. They could point in almost any direction and been right eventually.
Yeah.
Just like...
No, and you saying that makes me realize that they could have pointed anywhere, and I would have believed them because I don't fucking know.
I actually do that sometimes where I'm like, which way is Frank Ocean? And then they just point to him, and I'm like, he was there the whole time.
And I point here in my heart because I love him so much.
My roommate freshman year of college, his name was Ocean, and it was not fun. It was not fun. He was a man who was I guess 18, but he looked like he was a 49-year-old car mechanic. He had dentures and kept his teeth in a jar at night. It was a weird scenario.
So this was a heavily polluted ocean.
That's correct.
Turns out the ocean wasn't very deep after all.
I'm mad because I immediately imagined him like having long flowing hair and constantly shirtless, and then you just ruined all of that for me.
Not good. He was this Armenian dude, and I swear he was in his late 40s. He said he was 18, and I had a phase.
I feel like it's a tell if you're constantly telling people you're 18. Because none of us really are dying to share that info freshman year. We all just assume it or are trying to pass it. So the fact that he was like, yes, I'm 18. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's up? It's me, just another 18-year-old.
Hello, I'm a teenager doing teenager things. What are
How does
teenagers
it feel being
doing?
18? You like this? Yes, me too. What? I don't know about this guy.
If you're constantly bringing up that you're 18, it's either because you're a 16-year-old who's faking it, or because you're 45.
Yes.
And I was obsessed at the time with that song "Don't Speak" by No Doubt, and I would play it every night on my boombox with my headphones on. And I guess maybe it like bled through a little bit, and he could tell what I was listening to. After about 3 weeks listening to the song every night, one night I'm about to plug in my headphones. He turns to me and goes, "Bro, don't plug it in. I want to listen with you." So I didn't plug it in. I sat down and we both listened to this like sad romantic song together. It was so awkward.
That's
And the next
also
day-
so beautiful. He wanted to connect with you through the broken heart of Gwen Stefani, who also was from an older Armenian man. It comes full circle. I'm joking. I don't know. I don't know if Tony's Armenian or
I
not.
would imagine the Ocean putting his finger over Ben's mouth and saying, "Shh, don't speak."
Imagining him showing up in the quad the next day holding the boombox over his head.
Just
whole
listening to
year,
a
people
romantic
like-
song together and then telling Ben to go pee in the sink.
Oh man.
His whole freshman year, people are like, "Where's Ben?" He's like, "Oh, he's drunk by the ocean." Okay, that makes sense.
And then I had a show, and at the end of my freshman year, I gave him a park, so everybody knew now he was my roommate, and I had this live show, and I made him dress all weird with this robe he actually wore in real life, and he was supposed to come on stage wearing, much like I was dressed today, with like a weird beanie and sunglasses and a multicolored robe. He's supposed to come on stage and just say, "Don't drink and dress." And he comes on stage and somehow fucks up that one line so bad he walks out and he goes, "Don't drink and don't dress." Doesn't make any sense.
So it was like Neil Armstrong. He like fucked up the line. Okay.
But also, Ben, my college roommate did the same thing with me in terms of playing something every night. But instead of "Don't Speak" by No Doubt, it was "Under the Tuscan Sun" starring Diane Lane. And I was just like at sunset every night. I was like, "Are you gonna do it? We're watching. All right, Under the Tuscan Sun. Okay, watch just a middle-aged woman get her life back in my freshman dorm room every night."
I think you figured out where all those sex flashbacks came from, Katrina. That's
That would have been from Unfaithful, maybe, not necessarily Diane Lane's best work, but in some ways.
Ben, if the song had come out earlier, you could have listened to "Cake by the Ocean" by the Ocean.
Well, eating cake. Rachel, what do we got?
We have Tam sent in $5 and said, "Katrina, one of my sisters can rattle off accurate directions to places like crazy, and I'm so thankful for GPS for helping me get back home."
Thank you, Tam. I love you, and I never know where I am.
Then she sent in $2 more and said, "I had a tip again for Wi-Fi die-by."
Aw. Thanks, Tam.
Gus Walsh sent each comic $5 and said, "Great sets, y'all."
Yay.
nice.
Athletic rehabilitation therapy massage $5. Katrina, you are not alone.
Thank you.
Just in general. That has nothing to do with the jokes. Just in general. No, you're not. Alone.
That's
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's
Also
a
doesn't have
little
to do with
weirder.
them being at your apartment right now.
The worst
I'd
part.
see them. I'd know.
Look
I'm
at-
good.
Look, see if there's any new carvings in that closet, because I think there's going to be something new
Twice.
in that closet.
The worst part of a Zoom funeral, by the way, is when you're giving a very emotional eulogy and you hit 6 minutes and Taylor goes, "Light."
Savannah Martin sent you $5.62 and said, "Fuck flashes." Yes.
Thank you.
Sarah Lubke, $10 for Tyler, $10 for Katrina, and then she told me how to pronounce her last name.
Yay, thank you.
Did you
thank
do it right?
you. Yeah, well, she said Lubke. It can't be that much harder, right? If she didn't tell me how to say it, it would have been Lubacek, which is not right.
Oh, okay. I just sometimes you don't read ahead, and so I didn't know if you had mispronounced it. And
I
then
read
read it.
ahead this time.
Oh, nice job.
Thank you so much. Technics 5 Canadian. Katrina, you're the best. Okay, Magellan, you can see the water through the trees and do a Wi-Fi die-by before you have clearance back crack attack.
That tip brought to you by Cliff Notes.
Use some Oingo Boingo, long last name, $5. Katrina, when are you going on Target next?
Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that, but I go to Target all the time. They probably think I'm such a creep now.
Yeah. There's like one guy that works at Target. When you walk in there, like, but watch this chick. She's really into peanut butter. I don't know what it's about, but whenever she goes to peanut butter, she like bends all over and acts weird for a couple minutes, and then it's very strange.
Oh,
I have my headphones in. I'm probably making weird noises. It's fine.
I meant to tell you, Wet and Target for No Reason would make a great album title for your next album.
I mean, hey, you got to get them to click nowadays. That's a good point.
You got to get the downloads.
Yeah, the single is called Clean Up in Aisle 4.
And Discount Rack would be a great advertisement for like a discount breast implant guy.
No, you're coming up with all those sales if you're ever a pimp. You've got wholesale, you've got discount racks.
Discount rack, wholesale, you would never leave it.
Taco Tuesday, I'm sure, is in there.
Just a tip or more, whatever you need.
We had Frank Berman, $5. Katrina, another great job.
Thank you, Frank.
Raz, sent £5. I love you, Katrina. Also, now I want to become a Zoomerol director.
Raz, hi! That seems like a pretty sweet gig, honestly. Like, you just have a bunch of people log into your Facebook Live, and you don't really have to do much after that. Like, it kind of runs itself. We all know why we're there.
Just a heads up, Ben and I would like to announce an expansion of Nowhere Comedy Club's business model.
Comics who don't do well get to do a follow-up show at the funeral club.
Yeah. Like, once you die on stage, well.
Let's see. Patrick Yoakley, $50 for Katrina. If I'm ever in your area, I'll be your chauffeur. So as long as you are comfortable with a 5-point harness and drifts around corners, positioning body for navigation is spot on.
Well, okay, here's the thing. If we do not shoot a new Driving Miss Daisy where I get rich and pay him to drive me around Too Fast, Too Furious style, what are we even doing? Like, what? Clearly that he said 5-point harness, I was in. Like, what?
Driving Miss Davis, it's perfect.
And by the way, he chases storms and her name's Katrina. This is fucking perfect.
Yeah, he's gotta drive crazy, right?
Oh my God, wait, can we make a B movie and it's like this? It's like Driving Miss Daisy, Fast Too Furious, Twister, and I get to like chase a hurricane? Like, can I do that? Okay, I like it.
It's driving Miss Davis until you come out of the Target, then it's wet-ving Miss Davis. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh my gosh. That audible, was that Tam? Well, whose side? That was like a stock image side. That was so perfect. That was like someone hit a button on a Casio for disappointment.
Tam is a great laugher, but if you do like a pun or something that goes wrong, immediately you know it.
No, I like
I just love the idea, Katrina. That is so good. Like the idea of like that old like Casio song, like that.
It's like all the keys are just and it's like, oh sorry, I thought I meant to set it on bossa nova. Hold on. Wrong one.
Did you guys all do that stupid thing that I always did with a keyboard? You would just put it on demo mode and then pretend like you're playing.
Oh, 100%. Well, like,
yeah, that's called having a keyboard.
No, me and my friend used to learn songs by ear in Radio Shack and then sing them for the people that work there. And one time we got them to hold their lighters up.
Radio Shack mostly just sold toy robots where the technology wasn't.
Yes, it's like rats on balls and then you go straight to the back and fuck with keyboards. That's the only reason. It's
Yeah.
like old dudes in the middle buying batteries and
Yeah.
7th graders playing with keyboards.
You would
That's
bring those
so
robots
weird.
home and it would always just bang itself into the wall repeatedly until the battery died. And it didn't do anything.
It's very weird they went out of business. I don't understand.
Oh, I miss them.
Oh shit! And they also had like nothing good. They had no adapters. Do you guys have a cable that can plug in? No, we don't do that. With just robots and keyboards.
And actually, what they would do though is they would have adapters that no one would ever need. Like you would just be like, "Hey, do you have a power cord for a computer? Do you have a spare power cord for a computer?" And they're like, "No, but if you ever want to plug your headphones into your computer power cord, you can do that." And be like, "I wouldn't do anything." Like, yes, but you could if you wanted to, and then they wouldn't work that way. But we have that cord.
We don't have shit for a laptop, but if you want to plug a microphone into your car jack and just yell from your car, we can help you do that. Is
Yeah,
that
they're like,
not
"Have you
what
ever
you're
thought of
for?"
doing karaoke on your microwave? Because we could have that." Make that happen.
Have that. Otherwise, you should probably just go to Best Buy. I'm so sorry.
Circuit City, more like. They're like, go to Circuit City.
Oh my god!
I always wondered why my microwave had a Sweet Caroline button. I didn't know what that was for.
I want to make your Carolina sweet.
Popcorn. I've always wondered what that was for. I thought it was like for chocolates or something, or but no, apparently I have a karaoke microwave. Rachel, what else we got?
When that food is ready, it goes bum bum bum.
It has a mashed potato button, but it's so you can dance to the mashed potato.
All right. So we had, let's see, Razor, $5. Katrina, I'll make a bumper sticker for you to make your driving experience way more peaceful. It says COVID positive student driver out of Xanax. Kirk H
Nice.
sent $5 and said for magical dragon GPS.
No, thank you.
We had a Tyler tip from before. Athletic rehabilitation therapy massage, $5 for Tyler. Is the lab for sale?
I think the $5 got it for you.
And you guys, I think we're ready for the game.
All right, let's play.
Wait, before we do the game, because I have to take off in a second. So sorry about that. I have to leave early today. So before we do the game, I haven't been watching the chat. Rachel, did anyone guess the profession correctly?
I have no idea what the profession is. Why would you even ask me that?
I thought I told you. All right, anyway. It's
can read
perfect
you
for
some of the
Patrick.
ones.
In a crazy coincidence, I did not know that Patrick was a storm chaser until recently. It is Psycho
up.
Storm.
Oh my god!
Why did you mute me? It is Psycho
That's-
Storm Chaser is the name of the movie.
Oh my god!
Because it's funny. That's why I did it.
So Psycho Storm Chaser, and we just created the show with Katrina being driven around by Patrick during the Twister storm. We just
You guys wrote a better movie, I'll be honest.
storyboarded this whole movie accidentally before you even told us. This is
I
crazy.
can be in the Oxygen spinoff.
Oxygen, where the women don't die, but some of they're sadder. Okay.
Hey, before I go, I'll probably have to miss tomorrow, but I'll be back as soon as I can. And I just want to say real quick, last night, because I'm out of my Airbnb now, I'm in a different place, and so I gathered my stuff together, and I gave Ben some of the light stands that I was using for him to use. And, I go over there, we're talking a little bit, and he goes, this is probably the last time I'll see you. And I was like, no, I'll be back in LA. We're going to see each other again. He's like, no, I mean before you go. And I was like, oh, yeah, goodbye. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Bye.
You thought he meant ever? He thought you meant you were saying goodbye to you forever?
No, I thought he meant like I won't see you for a while. And then I realized I was like, oh, no, it's, I'm goodbye.
That's about how well Steve handles emotion, because as he left then after that, I gave him a hug and he left and walked away, and I saw Carmel and I said, do you want me to open the door and get Steve back so you could say goodbye? And she goes, I swear to God, she says to me, I would love to, but I feel like he doesn't handle emotion that well.
It was late, but also like I feel like
It
I'm
was
gonna.
too late for emotion. which you were also categorizing as a goodbye. Something you have to do multiple times a day. What is happening?
Hey, no,
I
Katrina,
was-
Your parents didn't make you stop having emotions when the street lights came on. That was my.
Hey,
Come on, stop having emotion and get your
you
ass home.
suck it up. It's dark out.
You know
emotion
that.
for
No
everything.
good emotion comes after 10 p.m.
I do. I did have too much emotion for my family because my dad yelled at me for crying in The Lion King when his dad died.
Oh.
Wait, when Simba's dad died, or your dad's dad died?
Honestly, my dad probably would give me shit if I cried too hard when he died. Like if his ghost came at his funeral, he would be like, okay.
Your
But
dad's
he did
ghost is
yell
gonna
at me
come
and
at his
say,
funeral?
it's just a. But he yelled at me because he was like, it's just a cartoon. It's not real. Why are you crying so hard?
All
And I
right,
feel
guys,
like Steve would do that.
it's getting late. Goodbye.
I love you.
All right, let's do the game. So the game today is. I don't remember what's the game.
Finish the song.
Punish the song. That's right. Thank you so much. These are the 2 unpaid entries that I liked. We had Marissa Francis, Backstreet's back in jail. And then Cannabis Jones, come to my window so I can slap you. And all right, so front row, raise those hands and we will call on you. Frank Berman.
So I got 3. I have tie me down with a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. I got the Pat Benatar classic, whip me with your best shot. And then Motown and Beatles classic, nipple twist and shout.
We said punishment, Frank. We said punishment. That one doesn't.
Yeah, but some people like it.
It's just something you got to pay extra for.
Bowers, you're a freak.
I'll
What
accept those.
kind
Shakes
of-
and B.
What kind of punishment is that there, buddy? Are you shopping at a Target? Slow down.
Jason, go ahead.
I have the Power Station favorite, Hang a Gong. If anybody remembers Schoolhouse Rock, I'm just a Gil, a teen. And the Pearl Jam favorite, Heart-Shaped Stocks.
Nice.
The balls.
All right, I have a Chastise of the Tiger.
Nice.
That classic Lady Gaga song from A Star Is Born, Gallo. And I have the ELO song, Turn to Stoning.
Anna Hoodie.
I have Papa Don't Impeach and Don't Sue Me Like That. House Arrest of the Rising Sun.
Nice ones. Shannon.
I only have one, and that's Bohemian Red Butt Cheeks by Queen.
I feel like Bowers kind of likes that one too.
Nothing seemed like
know.
punishment yet. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Abby, go ahead.
I only have one. Sweet child of mine, you are 3 hours past curfew. You are grounded for the next month.
Jennifer Story.
I've got Yellow Card by Coldplay.
Nice.
And oh yeah, the B-side to Photograph by Nickelback, Mugshot. St. Elmo's Fired.
Gus.
Hey,
Hey.
I have I get knocked down and then you beat the shit out of me. Hit me, baby, 5 more times. And that Electric Light Orchestra song, Mr. Blue Eye.
Patrick.
Well, Gus just stole one of mine, but it's a Baby Whip Me One More Time. And then for Seal, A Kiss from a Rose. Ow!
Who's next? Sean.
So Tori Amos's Crucify.
Nice.
REM's Everybody Hurts. And Neil Diamond's Forever in Blue Jeans.
Home Sweet Home, back to your corner, Bill.
Yeah. Steve's not here anymore, but I had instead of Bittersweet Symphony, Bittersweet Sinks of Pee. For all of you who live at the beach, instead of Enter Sandman, Enter Sandy Man. And the last one is YMCA, and this is just punishing the song, but where'd it go?
Thomas.
So I have Charlie Puth, You Just Want Detention. Ariana Grande's 34 plus 35 years in prison.
Nice.
And then Elton John, Don't Go Breaking My Arms.
Oh shit!
Damn.
I have Devo, Whip Me Good. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black and Blue.
Oh.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, I Spank Big Butts and I Cannot Lie.
Leslie, first timer.
Hey.
Hey, so I've got Bone Break Hotel by Elvis.
Nice.
Bridge Over Troubled Slaughter.
Nice.
And of course, Journey's classic, Don't Stop Believing in Vaccines.
Yes.
Nice, Leslie. Farty Angles.
I got I just got one. The Frank Sinatra classic, Tie Me to the Bed.
Technics.
I just got one I ripped off of Gus. Hey, but just some lyrics. I got knocked down, then got locked up again. They're not ever going to let me out.
The way we sung that in college was, I get blacked out, but I'll get up again, but not until 4 o'clock.
All right. Is there any other front row? Wave your physical hands at me if you didn't raise it. Okay, Madeline, go ahead.
It's not really a punishment, but it's blue suede shoes.
Is there anybody else that didn't get to do it in the front row that has entries? I don't see any hands. All right. So these are the rest of them. We had Frank Berman had another one. This one's for Ben. Instead of Ghostbusters, Cockbusters, sung by Barbara Streisand.
Cock blockers. Barbara Streisand didn't bust my cock, just for the record.
We never heard the end of the story. We don't know what happened.
I think Ben blocked it out.
Let's just say she hit a higher note than she ever has before. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my
God. Wendy Peterson had another Trump in the wall.
For that high C, Ben, is that what you're saying?
That's right. I gave her whatever juice box she wanted, dude. She's Barbara Streisand.
Please no. Wendy also had the impeachment blitz. Jonathan asked, you get banned from all airlines, so now you need to take Spirit in the Sky. Dizzy by Nature, la 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 la, lobotomy.
Nailed the tune too and everything.
That's how somebody told you were getting a lobotomy.
This is one we have not heard before. Rebecca Scott, Beat It. Razor, Baby Got Muted by Sir Taylor Clicks a Lot.
Wow.
Jeremy Day, pained by my love. Sarah, she didn't tell me how to pronounce her last name, so I'm going to mess it up now. Is it Luke Key, I think?
Luke Key,
Luke
remember?
Key. Can you feel the lashings tonight? Jeremy Day, ransom one to love. Boingo Boingo, Blues Brothers rawhide after getting a spanking. Jeremy Day, the Gary Newman classic, Incarcerated. That's clever. Cassie Nolan, sitting in Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
You guys, I think that's it. Those are all of them.
Oh,
wait, no,
all right.
Hold on one sec.
Wow.
Dave Adler had to leave early, so he sent me his. All right, these are his three. I'm grounded now because I decided to fight for your right to party. Thanks a lot, beasties. I smack big butts, and I cannot lie. And then instead of lemon by nerd, lemon in your eyes. Good way to end it.
Nice.
That was it.
All right, I really liked a lot of those. Papa Don't Impeach was funny.
that one.
Don't Go Breaking My Arms, just simple but great. I really got Baby Got Muted by Taylor Clicks-a-Lot was really good. I was gonna go with I Get Knocked Down and Then You Beat the Shit Out of Me, but I think Sitting in Guantanamo Bay took it right there at the end for me. I'm going with Sitting in Guantanamo Bay. Tyler, what was your favorite one?
I was going to vote for the nipple twist and shout, but I feel like it just need to be tweaked a little bit. So instead, I'm going to vote for House Arrest of the Rising Sun.
Katrina.
Damn it, Tyler. I have to go Guantanamo Bay just at the end. It was fucking awesome.
Very cool. Rach, what's your favorite?
That one was really good. Nipple twist and shout. I Get Knocked Down cracks me up. I'm gonna give it to lobotomy.
All right, Ben, we've got 2 for Guantanamo Bay, or you can pick it. Yeah, you, since Steve's not here, bring it home.
This is a tough one. Papa Don't Impeach was great. Bohemian Red Butt Cheeks was fantastic. I Get Knocked Down, Then You Kick the Shit Out of Me. Don't Go Breaking My Arm, Spirit in the Sky. But I gotta give it to the Under the Wire, Sitting in Guantanamo Bay. So
all right, that's the winner. If you were the winner, go to sdsc.show.com to claim your prize. Katrina, did you have any?
Oh yeah, I had Aretha Franklin's Disrespect. David Bowie's Dumb Americans. And I swear it's weird. I wrote this down before you sang it at the top of the show, Ben, but felonies from the corner of my mind. Watercolored felonies.
Nice. Tyler.
I had Exit Sandman. Get out of here, Sandman. I had the Police's Roxanne sticks and whatever else you can use to hit somebody with. And then I had Led Zeppelin's Drawn and No Quarter. That's all I had.
Nice. Rach, you have any?
I don't have any.
I don't either. Ben, how many you got?
I just have 3.
Perfect. Let's do them.
We've got I Want to Slap Your Hand. We got Nothing Compares to a Good Spanking. And WAP, Whipped Ass Punishment.
Nice. All right, we made it through. It's time for the song. Ben, sing the song. Here we go.
It's song time that I sing. It's Leedy Doodle time. It's time for Leedy's Doodles, and the song is sung. It's Leedy Corbin.
Very nice. All right. I'm a hood now.
Oh, wait, I can't see it.
You can't see it.
Oh, my thing is... No, it's not your fault yet. There we go. Let me see now.
Only 102 shows to figure it out, Ben, or something. All right. Then I have owner's son deciding whether or not to keep the cardboard cutout of Bowers. No. Then I have driving Miss Davis.
All we need is a tornado in the background of that.
We love it's a Subaru Outback, though. I think that's a safest car to chase storms in.
Buddy, do you need to go poop? I have vengeance. I don't know what your child looks like. I'm guessing that's a guess, and I would watch your back. And then I
pretty
have
spot on.
the helpful green room doll. That's a great premise.
Honestly, they should make those for sad comics. They would use them.
Then I have psycho hand job. What did you say, Katrina?
How did you get his eyes to look like that? That's terrifying.
That is, guys, I just looked at a picture of Steve. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
The raw emotion.
I
I like how he's using his left hand to make it worse.
Danger, danger.
Oh, shit.
I have the microwave you guys designed. It has mashed potato at the top for doing the mashed potato. Sigh. Plays Tam Sigh. And then sweet bum, bum, bum. Then I just wanted to immortalize the outlier. That is so funny. It might be my favorite joke told on this show. Then I have shake a shaky, shake a shake. Where's Frank Ocean? In my heart. Over there. I have the cover of your next album. Wet in Target for no reason. Clean up on that. And then to end it out, I have blissful Steve watching the sunrise, and then the sun goes down.
Emotion. Look at his dead ass eyes.
Don't get it closer. Get it closer. It's too scary.
Yes. Bleedy, you're the best ever.
At Art for My Heroes on Instagram, LeadyCorbin.com.
Very cool. Great job, Leedy. Katrina, where do we find you in the world? Plug your stuff for us.
You can follow me at Katrina Savad. It's just Davis backwards, and then like my Instagram and my Twitter and my website and everything's the same. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much. I love you.
We'll see you next time, Katrina. Appreciate you being here. Tyler, where do we find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere at The Real Gucci. Website is tylergoo.ch. Just want to promote. I'm going to be on Social Distance Social Club on Tuesday, February 9th.
Well, we'll definitely tune in for that show. It sounds like it's going to be awesome. You can find me at Bowers Comedy. I'm actually going to be doing a live podcast with the Kostaki Economopoulos tonight at 6 o'clock. Or if you go to Kostaki's social media stuff, I'll throw some of my social media stuff just live on Facebook and Twitter. And then you can check our podcast out, Origin Stories with Kristen Key, starting next Wednesday, or not tomorrow the 7th. Tomorrow the 10th. Tomorrow the 10th is our first podcast at 6 p.m. Pacific with me and Queen Rachel with Kristen.
And then Katrina's going to be on it next week.
And then Katrina's on next Wednesday.
Nice.
Sure I am. Sorry.
It's going to be super fun. Ben, what you got coming up?
This Saturday, Glebe Off the Top, crowd work, and improvised madness. Come join our Mad Ones Town Council meeting. It's a ton of fun. We'll be electing a new mayor. And the following day, Valentine's Day. If you're single and want to be set up on our dating game show at Nowhere, please email us, undercoverlover.show@gmail.com. You got a couple days left, maybe 1 day left to apply. And or you can get a ticket to watch. And on February 26th, I will be headlining Nowhere with my new hour, some of the old stuff and then a ton of new stuff as well. Get tickets right now. It's my second time only doing a headline set in a year. So it'll be either good or not that great.
I'm sure it'll be great. Rachel, anything to catch up on before we get the audience out of here?
Last thing is that actually we had quite a few people sign up to the Patreon. So we only need 3 more people before the show tomorrow. And we will do a Patreon hang with all 100 of you to hang out this month. So only 3 more people. And it's just $10 a month if you want to do that. So
Our cutoff will be, let's make the cutoff as soon as us 4 are all on camera tomorrow. We'll check it and see what's up.
Okay.
Sounds
Cool.
good.
Loves
All
it.
right. Well, audience, thanks so much for being here. We love you as always. We'll see you tomorrow at our normal time, 3 p.m. Pacific. We're excited for a Wednesday show. Thanks so much, guys. Rach, anything before you get out of here?
No, I'm just super cool to see a lot of, we have so many people that join the front row nowadays. And all the new faces too. Like there was Madeline and the ZZ Top person. I don't remember your name, but I love your beard so much.
Right.
Right. And yeah, it's just really cool. And so you can get tickets to join us in the front row or just watch on YouTube early, and I give away a ticket every day. So, all right.
There you go.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Yeah. So 50 Toast is what it's called on Kostaki Stuff. I just retweeted it. So if you go to my Twitter @Bowers Comedy, you can find out where I'm going to be here today at 6 with Kostaki, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you guys for being with us. And just remember this great life advice. If you're ever invited to a pool party and you have to go pee, it's sink or swim.
Sink.